So hopefully this will work. Okay, let me get the mic on. All right, so here we go, House of Delegates. So basically what I did is, we have the previous 18 districts that we discussed in some detail last time. And as we talked about last time, there was a portion of Fairfax County that was left unassigned. So that's my starting place. So this District 19 is the area of Fairfax County that was unassigned. It's Clifton. It's a lot of, I wouldn't characterize them as rural areas, but they're larger housing developments or just larger areas for homes. And maybe in this part of Fairfax County, this is probably the only place in Fairfax County that has a winery, for example. So again, it's not rural, but it's not as developed as some of the other areas. Likewise, as you cross into Prince William County, you've got Yates Ford Road, which is a connecting area across the Occoquan River. And this area of Prince William is similarly configured in the sense that it's not as developed as some of the other areas in Prince William County. So, I'm contending that this is a community of interest, and I did take that into consideration in drawing the map. I will also say that we talked about a Route 28 corridor in the north, but here this is also going to be Route 28 as well. Let me just bring up the roads a little bit. This will help explain things.
This is Greta Harris, the DLS staff. Can we turn up John's or the podium mic just a little bit more to be able to hear?
I'll try to lean in a little closer to the mic.
Thank you.
Okay, and again, I'm taking a little bit more time on this just to kind of set the pace for this. So just give me a moment to pick the right view. Okay, I think this, yeah, okay, all right. Sorry, I misspoke. This is not Route 28, but this is the area that I was considering, which is, again, for lack of a better word, it's a more rural portion of Prince William. So those two areas of Fairfax and Prince William are associated together. And then moving on to the next numerical House district, this is in Prince William County. This is principally drawn around Occoquan, which is also similarly situated in the supervisor districts with some differences, but principally this is an Occoquan-based district. Then to the south, District 22 in this plan is going to be Dale City and the Neabsco supervisor district generally. It goes a little outside of it. And then District 21, jumping a little out of numerical order, and just for the visual, I'm going to change the coloration on that. So District 21. Let's see if that helps visualize a little better. Okay, so District 21 here, this is Woodbridge, and it's Woodbridge and the Potomac area of the supervisor districts in Prince William County, including the it's not an independent city, it's a town of Dumfries. So Dumfries has elections, and it's a town, an incorporated town. And so this is along the I-95 corridor, and again, it's principally Woodbridge, and then it goes down to Dumfries and Quantico, which is part of the Potomac supervisor district. Then up north in Prince William County, following the outer boundary of Prince William to the north, that's Catharpin and Haymarket. Those are some of the communities that are in that area. Also Gainesville, and that is, it's along the I-66 corridor, which goes right through Haymarket, and it just comes a little bit to the south. The next district is Manassas City, Manassas Park, two independent cities, and also some population associated with Manassas Park and Manassas to the north, and that's a delegate district in that area. Then, as we saw earlier, what I did with Fairfax County is there's a fraction left over. So the fraction that's left over in Prince William County is this area I identified, I misspoke earlier, but this is the Route 28 corridor. So Route 28 comes out of Manassas, and it goes through southern Fauquier County, and it goes down to the community of Remington, and there's Catlet. There's a handful of areas along the Route 28 corridor, and then it has a little piece of Stafford County here. And this is, how would I describe this area? If you're going out of Northern Virginia, this is sometimes a back road shortcut that people might take to deal with congestion in certain other interstates. But this is, I believe, 611, and it connects down through Stafford County. And then the other two things I'll point out is you have the Prince William Forest Preserve, which is its own voting district, and it's a large geographic area. So I'm just going to focus on this District 23. So it's a portion of Prince William County, and it's the southern portion of Fauquier and a little bit here of Stafford, not a lot. And while I'm here, let's finish out Fauquier County. So Front Royal, which is in Warren County, is taken together with Upper Fauquier, and that's the Route 66 corridor that goes out to Front Royal, including Warrenton, which is the county seat for Fauquier County. So that's the Upper Fauquier and then Warren counties. And you see that pairs with that southern portion of Fauquier that's associated with the Prince William and a small piece of Stafford on the northern section. So those pieces kind of fit together. So that's a rationale for why I'm drawing some of the areas that I'm drawing. So I'm trying to put areas that seem to share a community of interest in my analysis and my experience in Virginia and as a map drawer. Down here, I have two districts that are in Stafford and Fredericksburg. And just to be clear, Stafford by itself is enough for about 1.8 delegate districts. So if you put Fredericksburg in, which is enough for about a third of a delegate district, that puts you over the population. So that's why in this combination, Fredericksburg plus Stafford is enough for 2 delegate districts and some overage. So I was given instructions to be plus or minus 2%. And so with that guidance, you have to take some portion of Stafford or some portion of Fredericksburg out in order to make that combination work with the numbers. And I did hear specifically from the commission last time I was here and presenting about Fredericksburg. There's a lot of discussion about not splitting Fredericksburg. So I took that to heart, and in this plan, that's what I did. I did not split Fredericksburg. But it did, end up splitting a small piece of Stafford. So just backing out here a little bit. So if you think about it, the Upper Fauquier and then Warren are associated together. Southern Fauquier and then Prince William are associated in the way I described. So those kind of pair. And then while I'm down here, let's look at the balance of this area. So this is Spotsylvania County. So I took most of the area that's close into Fredericksburg that tends to be suburban, not all of it. Some of it is in this other district here, but this district is entirely in Spotsylvania County. But then I combined Caroline County and the rural area of Spotsylvania. And you can see here that, again, based on the road patterns and the population density, it's pretty clear that this is a more rural area compared to the many, many precincts that are in and around Fredericksburg, but in Spotsylvania County. So I've associated those two counties together. It's primarily a rural district with some portion of the Spotsylvania area near Fredericksburg. Then up here, I've got Culpeper. This is a Culpeper-based seat with Rappahannock and Madison, and a portion of Page County, which is Luray. So this is where I ended up splitting a county, and I'm leaving a portion of the county unassigned. And when I chose that split, I was careful to avoid splitting Stanley, which is a small town here, but it's entirely in this District 32. And the remaining portion of Page is available to build other districts in probably what we'll call the Shenandoah Valley region. And then again, I kept Luray intact, and I just took a small portion of the Luray precinct, but outside of the town boundary, from my understanding. So that's associated. And the last thing I'd say about this is 340 connects Newmarket, or sorry, 340 comes out and you got connecting down to Route 33.